So welcome back. As promised, I just wanted to run you through some good offer examples. So let's have a look at the first one. So the first one is Stripe. You're probably familiar with Stripe, but I really like the clear offer at the top of the page here, which says the new standard in online payments. And then we've got a subheadline here which says Stripe is the best software platform for running an internet business. We handle billions of dollars every year for forward-thinking businesses around the world. So that's nice and clear, isn't it? And they've got some sort of supporting imagery there, which kind of implies that it's some of the integrations that it might be able to kind of work with, which is good. But I think, a nice clear value proposition, the new standard in online payments, I get totally what that is. And the fact that the company's dealing with billions of dollars every year for forward-thinking businesses around the world, that gives me some additional confidence that they really, really know what they're doing. In terms of calls to action, we've got a Start Now button there, which is good. And the page is kind of designed in a nice way to make it easy to scan through and read. So I like that a lot. So that's Stripe. Second one I'm going to run through is a company in the UK called Legal & General, which is a financial services organisation. And their value proposition, something slightly different, is save for fun days, not just rainy days. Learn how to invest with confidence. So I really like this. And when you're thinking about offers or value propositions, we should always be thinking about this customer's future state. So where is it that they're trying to get to in life? And you can see there's a nice supporting imagery there of a guy and his young lad on his shoulders, and they're all smiling and happy. And this is the state that you could be in if you deal with Legal & General. So really like that. And I think if I wanted to discover more, there's again a nice clear call to action there. And I know that the site must be about something to do with investments. So again, I thought that was a really good example, and it's slightly different. It's just thinking about what's that future state. The next one is Slack. So Slack replaces email inside your company. Keep conversations organized in Slack, the smart alternative to email. It's a very, very simple landing page, homepage, this one. There's nothing much on the page at all. There's a kind of secondary message here which says break out of the inbox. I kind of get what it is that Slack does. I use Slack anyway, so I kind of know what they do. A clear value proposition or an offer. Slack replaces email inside your company. Keep conversations organized in Slack, the smart alternative to email. And then I've got a nice singular call to action there, which is try Slack. And then we've got a secondary call to action, which is see the demo. So it's clear exactly what you want me to do. The next one, Crazy Egg, and this is probably my favourite one actually, Crazy Egg, because it's not only have they got a really nice, clear value proposition, but they've also got some really clever elements on the page, which I'll run through in a second. So value proposition is make your website better instantly. Okay, I get that. Over 300 websites use Crazy Egg to improve what's working, fix what isn't, and test new ideas. And in terms of my call to action, enter your website URL and show me my heat map is the call to action. Start your 30-day free trial, cancel anytime. Pretty straightforward and clear, isn't it? But what I really liked about this is they've got this supporting imagery on the right here, which is a picture of a man and a woman in a balloon. But if you have a look at where the guy's pointing, he's pointing towards that value proposition of the offer, as is the woman with her binoculars. She's pointing in the same direction as well. And that means that you're way more likely to kind of follow their line of sight and where they're pointing. And again, it's kind of supports the Crazy Egg logo as well, which is a balloon, which is pretty clever. And then they've got some secondary calls to action in the top right there, which is log in and request a demo. So I really like that one. I think that's nice and clear. That's probably my favorite one. I mean, it can't really be much simpler as a value proposition on the page. And I think it's a really good example to think about if you can simplify your page down to this type of level. Then I think this is the last one, which is from Uber. Again, you're probably an Uber user, but I really like the picture of the smiling man. That instantly made me feel like it was a welcoming site. And the value proposition or the offer is get in the driver's seat and get paid. Drive on the largest network of active riders. Okay, so it's the largest network of active riders, and get in the driver's seat and get paid. So it's targeted at people who could be potentially an Uber driver. And he looks like he might be an Uber driver, doesn't he? He's a smiling chap, so we like that. Secondary value proposition of the largest network of active riders. So that gives me confidence that I'm going to get lots of jobs, and there's there's a big network of other people doing a similar thing. The other thing that you may or may not have noticed about a lot of these page designs is that they're kind of designed in an F pattern. So if you have a look at the overall structure, and it's something that I go into in a little bit more detail in other parts of the series. But again, this has got a really nice clear call to action. Sign up to drive. Okay, I get that. Sign up again at the top right. So if you'd like to find out a little bit more about what the other 9 homepage errors are and how you can fix them, just go along to makeyoursiteconvert.com/homepage audit and you can find out a little bit more. I hope that was useful, and we'll speak to you again very shortly.